Hello friends and welcome or welcome back to Cyrene Sews. It is a new week. It's Tuesday, September 2nd. It's a new week and a new month. I feel like last week was pretty unproductive and just kind of boring. So I haven't done the video yet. I haven't gone through all the clips yet, so I don't know if it ended up, but it really felt like it was boring to me. So we'll see how it ends up. And I apologize if it was boring. My fever video only has like 8 views so far. That's fine. That one was also boring. So, I have already been productive, although I didn't get any clips of it yet. My roommate came home from Hawaii, and yeah, so been busy with that. So, where do I start? Yesterday, we'll start with yesterday because it's right here. I cut four sets of bandanas. Sorry, yesterday I cut 4 sets of bandanas. First is this ghosty moon and star one. And then I made 2 sets of this puppy with candy corn and bats, spiders, webs, and pumpkins. And I think one of those sets is going to go to the thing downtown. And then I made another set with the eyeballs. You can't see that very well. Let me fix that for you. So these are fun, spooky eyeballs. So that's good. I was surprised that I got that much done yesterday because I did work all day. And I didn't work today. I had the day off, but I had so many appointments. It was ridiculous. I had my yearly, and then I had lab, which took like an hour because they were so busy. And then I had a massage, so that was good. And then I had, what women have to get done when they're in their 40s. So that's fun. While I was waiting for that to happen, I decided to start using this yarn, and I'm starting to make a cat with it. Although the ears are not very pointy, I did it differently, and we'll see. Either way, it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be to work with, so I'm really happy about that. I really thought that I would be catching on, this part. See that dangling there? But it's not. It's staying very nicely with that, so that makes me very happy. I also pulled out, I'm just going to put these to the side so I can do this next thing. I also pulled out some other holiday stuff. I pulled out some holiday scrunchies. This is a Christmas scrunchie, and we have a Halloween scrunchie. These two this might be the only one of this one. These two are made with knit. And I have a bunch of these. I have a bunch of these ones. It's not quite Christmas time yet. But I thought I had more of these, but I must have sold more. And I don't know if I have any more fabric of that left. I don't really want to make scrunchies right now anyway. But anyway, I have tons of those. And then I have I have this other scrunchie, but this is just cotton. Quilting cotton. And then a Christmas one, quilting cotton. I have another Christmas one, quilting cotton, and then I love this fabric. Okay, it's so pretty. I love blues, can't help it. Blue is my favorite color. I also have a stash of Christmas and fall tissue pouches. I gave all my other tissue pouches to the Discovery Station. And I was like, they can stay there. So I'm glad you found these. I will put them out. This weekend is there's a craft fair at one of the places here in town. And it's indoors, so that's nice. So it doesn't matter with the weather. And then I also have some Christmassy wristlets. And so I put all those in the bin. I think that's all I did. I think this was in the last video. This little fox here. I made a bat, too. Here it is. I made a bat. And it's cute. The wings aren't on quite right. And neither are the ears. But it was my first time. And I made it into a keychain. That was a learning experience. Because I want to be able to be like, make it a backpack buddy or keychain for an extra $1 or something like that. So that is what I have for you so far today. I think while my daughter's in the shower, I might start ironing these in and see how far I get with that. And then after she's done, I'll sit and crochet with her. I'm sorry, hope that didn't mess anything up. So we'll see where I get done, and then I work the rest of the week. But hopefully every day I'll get something done. I want these done. These bandanas done. I was hoping to crochet a bunch of stuff, but my wrist is still bothering me just a bit, so I'm just trying to take it just a little bit at a time. So we'll see how that goes. But I think these bandanas are definitely need to be added. So okay, we'll see you in a little bit. Little Madam Curie there. Can I boop your nose? You're way further away than I thought you were. Anyway, hi, it's Sunday, September 7th. Yes. So I did not get the chance to record on Monday. I did a little bit on Saturday when I was just, racing to get those bandanas done before it was time to go to the craft fair. And I did. I got them all done before it was time to go. I had set up on Friday. That's why I didn't have time to record. I had to go set up. And then I had to continue on the bandanas when I got home from setting up. And I had gotten some new beads for Halloween for my daughter's keychains. And she's sick, so I just did them up for her. But I wanted to unbox them for you guys, but it didn't happen because there was just no time. So I just took them out and made up a couple of them. Not that it really mattered because I didn't sell any, but that's okay. There's still time. So let's tell you what happened. All right, so I have notes. Didn't get to record and hurry. Said, okay, barely finished. Okay, so the craft fair. The craft fair itself went okay. The weather, it was inside. The weather was okay. It was cold, but it was okay. But the craft fair itself was inside. So it was cold in there in that, and I'm warm-blooded, like I run hot. And I was wearing a cardigan the whole day. So it was cold in there, but comfortable with the cardigan getting on, really. And plus, I mean, I'm sure if I had had more customers, it would have gotten warm and I would have taken off. Anyway, so it's cold to me, so probably was cold to other people, but that's not the point. It was definitely not as cold as it was outside. If I had been at the farmer's market while it was dry, it was still cold, and so it's fine. I didn't sell a whole lot. I made 80 total, and then minus the 30 for the booth fee, 50. I probably would have made more at the farmer's market, but at least I was warm. She said, or a lot of people were saying that this September one is just, not as well attended. There definitely wasn't a lot of foot traffic there. But I'm going to do, there's one on October 11th and November 8th, and I'm going to do those two as well. There's one December 6th too, but I feel like, I don't know if I want to do that one or not. So we'll see how the other two go and if they get a lot of people already signed up or not. But I feel like the November one is probably going to be the best one, I would hope. I guess the December one, you could get your last minute shopping. I don't know. I might do it anyway just because I have nothing else going on in December, and that would probably be my last one. So, let's see. Let's tell you what I sold. I sold 4 bandanas, 2 medium and 2 large. I sold a wristlet. I don't do that very often. I sold 4 cats, 3 small and 1 medium, and the medium one was the one that looks like this one here. Here's one. Hi. Anyway, that's Carrie. She's a dilute tardy. So the one that looks that. I sold a small turtle. She came over. She was one kitty corner behind me, and she came over and said, "Do you have any foxes?" I'm like, "I have one." And I showed her the little red fox, and she's like, "What about turtles?" And I was like, "I have this turtle." And she got the turtle. She said it was for her friend, and then she was like, "But I want to keep it." But she didn't. She ended up showing it to her friend. She's going to give it to her friend. That weird cow thing that I made, that I used the first trial was I made a hat for it. The first trial didn't go well, and I ended up making it into a hat for the one that I finally made. So some little girl was just besotted with it, and she got it, and I just $5. I was like, thank you. So she was pretty happy with that. So, I don't know what she thought it was, but and then again, unfortunately, no keychain sold. But and I apologize, I didn't get to record the making of the keychains or the unboxing of the beads. But I do have a picture of the final keychains, and I also didn't get to record the final, display, not display, but the final, the bandanas that I made. So, but again, I do have a picture. So, and then you saw the footage of the setup at the farmer's market. So, or I'm sorry, not the farmer's market, the craft show. So this week was, I feel like this week was pretty productive, and I'm glad I got in. I had hoped to get every single day have a hyperlapse of what I was doing, but you win some, you lose some. So things got a little out of control with timing and whatnot, but I didn't crochet anything that week, last week, but I did. My wrist was feeling better yesterday, and I ended up crocheting 3 things. I crocheted a large black cat, like the black speckly one that I had started earlier in the week. I finished that one. And I made a bat and a spider, and I took a picture. So that was my week. It's Sunday now. I have 3 more weeks until the next possible market. This coming weekend, we're going to Green Bay to visit my dad, and my daughter's going to see her friend, and we're going to see the Demon Slayer movie with her friend. They're both obsessed, and I find it pretty interesting too. So I'm going to see it with them, and it'll be nice, and spend some time with my parents, my dad and stepmom, and go from there. I may or may not see if my friend will be available. She's been injured, and so I don't know if she'll be available, and her kids get sick a lot with school, so we'll see. Hopefully, because we didn't get a chance to get together this summer like I promised we would, and it still didn't happen. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's see, I didn't write down everything I was gonna. Anyway, oh, and then I work the next 2 weekends after that. So October 4th is the next time I can do the farmer's market. It'll probably be cold, it may be rainy. So I guess weather dependent is whether or not we will do it. I think the last one is the 11th, but I'm going to do the indoor one on the 11th. So October 4th will be my very last chance to do the farmer's market here in town. And hopefully they have a fix for next year. And hopefully I'll do well at the indoor ones I have. The indoor ones I have, well, I haven't signed up for so my work one is supposed to be 2 days, and even though I had everything ready early, I didn't sign up in time, and I only got 1 day, but I'm on the waiting list that second day if somebody cancels. It's a Monday and Tuesday thing. But I did fairly decent there last year, so hopefully I'll do really well again better. And I know my idea of fairly decent is a lot different than other people's fairly decent. Like, $200 would be great. Whereas, you see some people that, if I don't make 400, I'm sad. Kind of, not really. I'm not pulling that from anywhere. But anyway, they have their expectations are to make more, but that's okay. Last year humbled me, and I learned that I don't make a whole lot. And this year I've made more. So, but I'm happy with the progress. Progress is progress. Oh, and I sent my brother the little Totoro, and he got it on Friday night, and he was so happy with it, and so I that made me happy. He was he was like, "Oh, it's so perfect. It's just the stitches are perfect and everything," and he loved it, and so it made me happy. He said it was a cherry on top of a decent day, and that things are going well for him. So I'm really glad. It made me happy that he was happy for it. So I figured he'd like it, and I was really happy with how much he liked it. So if you're watching this, bro, I appreciate you, and I'm really glad that you liked it. So, and thank you for all your encouragement, because he was really encouraging. He was just like, you're doing well, et cetera, et cetera. He was just gushing over it, and I appreciate that. So, so that's it for this week. I don't know if I'll be too productive this coming week. My wrist still, I want to make sure that it's, better before I do it. I have to make plans. I have to write stuff down. I know I need to sew. I want to sew some uh, Halloween bags, trick-or-treat bags. That's what I want to do, some trick-or-treat bags. I'm not sure what kind I'm going to do yet. If I'm just going to make them like smaller than my tote bag, or if I'm going to make them like square bottom, like almost like buckets. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And then I'm going to have to crochet some other fall stuff. And so hopefully, but I have 3 weeks until my next potential market. So I should be plenty of time to get stuff done. I don't know how productive I'll be this week, but we shall see. I have tomorrow off. Oh, that'll be in next week's video. We'll go from there. Anyway, so I hope everyone is doing well. Leave a like, comment, share it. And I will see you next week.
Sorry for coming on so strong.
What are you doing,
I'm
Sophie?
Sonic, and my overeager friend here is Silver. We appreciate your help. We'd like to help you too. Whoa, hey guys. I thought I saw some wisp powers going off. I saved their planet from Eggman a while back. Long story. I guess